Cat 14, turn left heading 180, vectors for surveillance.
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. The amazing footage that you just saw is courtesy of our friend Steve, who captured this footage and who actually works in Texas and is the director of aircraft maintenance for a very popular corporate jet fleet. And he captured this amazing footage, to which we will post the original link to. And I want you to head over to Steve's channel and subscribe, because he's got some other amazing stuff and is growing his own UFO research channel. And we are proud to have worked with him and are doing whatever we can to help get his findings out there. So he captured this footage, and I think unbeknownst to everybody at the time, but afterwards it was realized that this odd diamond-shaped UFO looks eerily similar to the UFO seen in one of the top 10 most notorious and well-researched UFO sightings known in the entire world. And of course, I am talking about the Cash Landrum incident. Here's an image showing a side-by-side comparison of this UFO caught outside this plane and the UFO composite from the Cash Landrum incident, which happened on December 29th, 1980, in which Betty Cash and Vicki Landrum, as well as Vicki's 7-year-old grandson Colby, were driving home in Dayton, Texas in Cash's Oldsmobile after dining out, where at about 9 p.m. while driving on an isolated 2-lane road in the dense woods, they witnessed a massive light above the trees, and they initially thought the light was of an airplane approaching to the Houston Intercontinental Airport, about 35 miles away. And a few minutes later, on these winding roads that they were driving up, the witnesses saw what they believed to be the same light as before, but it was now much closer and very bright. Now, the light they claimed came from a huge diamond-shaped object, which hovered at about treetop level, and the object's base was expelling flame and emitting significant heat. At this point, Vicki Landrum told Cash to stop the car, fearing that they would be burned if they approached any closer. However, anxious to see the object closer, Cash and Landrum got out of the car to examine the object. Colby, the child that was with them, was terrified, however, and Vicki Landrum quickly returned to the car to comfort the frantic child. Cash remained outside the car, mesmerized by the bizarre sight, as she said, and the witnesses said that the heat was strong enough to make the car's metal body painful to the touch. And Cash said that she had to use her coat to protect her hand from being burnt when she finally re-entered the car. When she touched the car's dashboard, Vicki Landrum's hand pressed into the softened vinyl, leaving an imprint that was evident weeks later. Investigators cited this handprint as proof of the witness's account. So at this point, the object moved to a higher point in the sky. As it ascended over the treetops, the witnesses claimed that a group of helicopters approached the object and surrounded it in a tight formation. Cash and Landrum said that they counted 23 helicopters and later identified some of them as tandem rotor CH-47 Chinooks used by military forces worldwide. Now, once the object moved out of sight, with the roads clear, Cash drove on, claiming to see glimpses of the object and the helicopters receding into the distance. So this sighting, according to the witnesses, lasted about 20 minutes. And based on a book by John F. Schuessler, it appears that the observers were southbound on Texas State Highway FM 1485 when they saw the object. And what you're seeing here are actual burn marks on the hands of the witnesses. After this happened, there were widespread news reports about it. You can see here there are burn marks on the heads of the witnesses where there's hair missing, burn marks on the hands, and on various parts of their bodies. Now, after that UFO sighting happened, Cash took Landrum's home and then retired herself for the evening, and then that night they had all experienced similar symptoms, ranging from nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, generalized weakness, and a burning sensation in their eyes. And feeling as though they had suffered sunburns. And over the next few days, the symptoms worsened, with blisters appearing on their skin, to the point where they were admitted to the emergency room on January 3rd, 1981, and especially Mrs. Cash, who received the worst of it, and was quoted by one of the doctors at the hospital as saying that she could not walk and had lost large patches of skin and clumps of hair. She was released after 12 days, and her condition was not much better, and she actually later returned to the hospital again for another 15 days. Now, as a final note, a radiologist who examined the witness's medical records stated that we have strong evidence, and I quote, that these patients have suffered secondary damage to ionizing radiation, and it is also possible that there was an infrared or ultraviolet component as well. Now, I will let you read up more on this investigation, but again, this UFO sighting, and I will quote a well-known UFO researcher, is perhaps one of the most baffling and frustrating cases of modern times, and that it's shrouded in a maze of dead ends, denials, and even official deviousness by the government and military. So, Mrs. Betty Cash lived on, never changed her story, and died at the age of 71 in 1998, exactly 18 years after this close encounter. Vicki Landrum died on September 12, 2007, 7 days before her 84th birthday. So it's a very enigmatic sighting, and you look at the depictions of that diamond UFO and compare them to this new sighting caught outside this plane provided to us by our friend Steve, who does this for a living and who knows what these objects are and aren't. I mean, he's got a pretty good eye, obviously. So, yeah, it's amazing, and there's no doubt in my mind that this UFO here looks identical to the one reported in the Cash Landrum incident. So, again, big thanks to the source for allowing us to show this footage to you guys. It's amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. We have a lot more that we're going to be posting on in the next couple of days, so be sure to stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe, guys.